Hey friends, how's it going? My name is Gabby, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my March TBR, because we're already here. Can you believe it's already March? And in the month of March, I have so many exciting reading plans. In this video, I'm not only going to be talking about my March book troop pick, but I'm also going to be announcing my April book troop pick and the co-hosts. I'm also going to be picking 3 more prompts out of my Patreon TBR prompt jar that I have this year. And I'm going to be talking about my TBR for my first ever Patreon exclusive 48-hour readathon that I have planned coming up at the end of March. I'll get to all of the details very soon, but first I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. You might be familiar with Skillshare because of some of their creative classes like photography and writing and illustration and different things like that. But what you might not know is that Skillshare also has so many different career-focused classes as well. Traditional work jobs are not one size fits all, and you can learn how to design a career that fits well for you. I really love though that Skillshare really does have something for everyone, and I love that I can either take the time to learn new skills, which I have. I feel like Skillshare, I've been working with Skillshare for so long now that I feel like I really have learned so much from all of the classes that I've taken, but I also really love the fact that I can try to strengthen on the skills that I already have and learn more about those things as well. I know that thinking about the future can be really intimidating, and that's why I think that no goal is too small. I think even some of their productivity classes have really helped me get better focus and realize what's important to me when it comes to being productive. Like this class that I recently just started taking called Productivity for Creators, Systems Organization and Workflow, which is actually taught by this guy who's a YouTuber, which I'm familiar with him. I've actually seen some of his YouTube videos. And I love taking this class because as a creator, I love to see what works for other creators and how I can implement different things from their productivity and their, organization into my own routines. But of course, like I said, if that class does not interest you, they do have so many other classes to choose from. Like there is really something there for everyone. So the first 1,000 people to click the link down in my description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare's membership so that you can also explore your creativity and get started. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get into the TBR. Right, so as you might know, the March book troop pick is going to be How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, which this is one that just came out in the month of January that I've been so excited to read. I've literally been like holding off on reading this for weeks now because I've just been hearing such great things so far. And this one, it's Grady Hendrix, so you kind of know what to expect going in, I think, if you're familiar with Grady Hendrix and his style of writing, but this is his latest book. It says Grady Hendrix takes on the haunted house in a thrilling new novel that explores the way your past and your family can haunt you like nothing else. And this month, I'm so excited to not only be joined by Gavin over from How to Train Your Gavin, but I'll also be joined by Lexi from Alexandra Rosalind, which both of them have been book troop co-hosts before, but I feel like having them both on together is just gonna be so much fun. Like I literally can't wait. I hope that this is something we all end up enjoying, but I feel like either way it's gonna make for a really fun live show. So I am very much looking forward to this. I'm thinking the live show is either gonna be the end of March or early April, depending on when the timing works out, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited to finally read this book this month. I've been waiting so long. And then the April book troop pick, I'm so excited to announce that, I had my Patreon vote on these 3 books here. They're both, new releases that have just come out very recently that I've been highly anticipating, and I'm so excited to let you know that What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall ended up winning that poll. And so this is one that I have been also so excited to read. This one just came out in January, I believe, and I've just been eagerly waiting to get my hands on this because I've been like, putting it off reading it for a few weeks here now. But this one also sounds incredible. It follows these girls. It says they were 11 when they sent a killer to prison. They were heroes, but they were liars. And we follow these girls who 22 years ago, they were like in the woods and some kind of incident happened and they like sent this man to prison because of whatever incident happened. Like she was attacked, but then it's saying they were liars. Like they lied about something that happened, and so now it's like the past is coming to haunt them. I don't know. It sounds like it's gonna be so freaking good. I'm hoping it's gonna be so freaking good. And I'm also so excited to let you know that my co-hosts for the month of April for the book troop are gonna be Katie from Katie Colson and then Jordaline from Jordaline Reads, which I'm so excited. I've had Katie as a co-host a few times now, but I've never had Jordaline on as a co-host yet, and I'm so freaking excited. I'm also so excited because Jordaline and Katie just have the most fun energy, especially when together, and so I'm just really excited for this live show. I think it's gonna be really fun to have them both on And, you know, again, I'm hoping this is something that all of us enjoy, but if not, I still think it'll be a fun time with them no matter what. So very much looking forward to that. I'll have all of my booktube, you know, co-host information down below if you want to check out their channels. I'm really excited for both of these live shows. I just think it's gonna be so fun. All right, should we do it? Should I pick out of the Patreon jar? I always get so nervous. I do know some of the prompts that are in here, and I guess I just get nervous about like which ones I'm gonna end up picking. Let's go ahead and pick the first one. I think I will be picking 3 this month again. So, okay, I've got my hands. Read a classic that has always intrigued you or you've always wanted to read. Ooh. Oh my gosh, okay, this is actually perfect because this month I was kind of planning on reading this one for a video, and I feel like it would fit this because this month I'm actually planning on reading 1984 and this is a classic that I've always wanted to read. This one is going to be included in a kind of like secret TBR video that I'm working on this month. This one actually is a classic that I've been, you know, meaning to read for years now. I feel like 1984 is one of those books that like everyone read when they were in high school for required reading, and I just never had to read it. Like, I don't know, it never came up for me, so I haven't read it yet. It's been so long that I've owned this book and it's just been staring at me forever, so I mean, this is kind of perfect. And this prompt came from Katie and Wicked, so thank you so much, Katie, for this prompt. That's actually perfect, thank you. All right, we've got one down. What's the next one gonna be? Okay, what is it? I've got it. Oh, okay, it's from Marisol, and it's read a book with an onomatopoeia in its title. Read a book with an onomatopoeia in the title? Oh my god, wait, I need to confirm that I know what this means. Okay, so I googled it just for confirmation, but it says an onomatopoeia is the formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named. So it would be words that are like associated with sound, I think. Like it says buzz or hiss would be words that are considered like onomatopoeia, like screech, murmur, vroom, gurgle, whiz. Oh my gosh, this might be tough. I'm trying to look through these words, like, to even see if I would have any books that are currently on my TBR, like any of my owned TBR that have words like this in the title. Like bang, bash, bam, bark. Oh my gosh, no way. I think I maybe found one. Oh my gosh, yes, I did find one because I was just looking on this list of onomatopoeias to make sure it would fit. I have Sizzle Reel because sizzle is like associated with sound, right? Sizzle. I don't know if it is or not, but it's on this list. I see the word sizzle on a list that's like all the onomatopoeia words. So we're gonna go with this one, which honestly, this is actually perfect because I was meaning to get to this soon because this is an ARC copy that goes on sale in April. So I feel like by reading this now, that would actually be like perfect timing for me to read this. And this is one that I've been excited about for such a long time because this one is a female romance. And the reason why I'm so excited about this one is because the protagonist is a cinematographer for movies, and it says coming out as bisexual at 24 is proving to be more difficult than she's anticipated. Her best friend is also queer and is stoked for her, but she has no interest in like coming out to her parents because they're very close-minded. But then it says when 28-year-old A-list actress takes an interest in her cinematography, she thinks she's found her solution. So like, bitch, what? It's a cinematographer and an A-list actress, like say less. I'm so excited. All right, and on to the third and final. What is it gonna be? Tank, what is it gonna be? Sorry if you can hear Tank snoring in the background. Okay, I got it. It's from Hannah. Oh, read a book with your favorite color on the cover. Oh, okay, she has 3 different prompts on this particular thing, but I think I'm just gonna go with the first one then, because all 3 of the prompts say read a book with your favorite color on the cover, read the shortest book on your TBR, and read a book with your name as one of the characters. Okay, I feel like because the read a book with your favorite color on the cover is the first one listed, that I'll try to go with that. Well, so my favorite color is blue, and I do have a number of books that are already, you know, that are blue, that are already on my TBR. I mean, one of the ones I'm planning to read this month for, you know, the same secret TBR video that I'm gonna be reading this one before is Kim Jae-young, born 1982. This is one that I was already planning on reading, but to make things interesting, I thought I would pick a book off my shelf that wasn't on my already TBR because I already used 1984 for the other one. But I do have this book called Spells for Forgetting, and this one is not only blue and stunning, right? Like, this cover is beautiful. Like, not only am I obsessed with the color, that's my favorite color on this cover, but also just this cover in general is just really stunning. And then this book, dude, oh my gosh, this book is beautiful. I got this like collector's edition or something. I actually found this at my local used bookstore, and it is the most gorgeous book. It also has this really beautiful like green and gold foil on the inside that's also like some of my favorite colors, and so I feel like maybe I should try to read this book for this prompt. I feel like that would be fun. I feel like this one is a little bit out of my comfort zone too, because I don't know too much about this actually. I just know it's about like a small town and secrets, and I think there's also some kind of like magical element to this book because I mean it literally has spells in the title. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into with this. I just saw this and I thought it was stunning, and my friend Brittany said she loved it, and so I just bought it. That's just how that went. So awesome. I'm going to be reading these 3 books this month because of my Patreon prompts jar. That is so cool. Thank you so much to Katie, Marisol, and Hannah for selecting these prompts for me. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited about it. All right, and so on to the rest of my TBR that I have planned for this month. As mentioned, I'm going to be hosting my first ever Patreon exclusive 48-hour readathon called Screaming Color, and I'm so excited about this. This is actually going to be open to all the different tiers on my Patreon, so if you wanted to join any tier, you can participate. I'm really excited for this because the idea behind it is that it's called Screaming Color because of the Taylor Swift song Out of the Woods. The rest of the world was black and white, but we were in screaming color. The idea for this readathon is that I want to host them like a few times a year on my Patreon, and it's going to be like a 48-hour thing where we just read books with different colors on the cover for 48 hours. And during those 48 hours, I'm going to be doing reading sprints on my Patreon for 10 hours on the first day, and then hopefully about 6 hours or longer on the second day. And it's going to be so much fun. And like during the reading sprints, I'm going to be doing bookish trivia and Taylor Swift trivia in between the reading sprints. I just think it's going to be so much freaking fun, and I hope that you all can join me. But this month in particular, for the first round of Screaming Color, the color is green. The lyric for this round is "Green was the color of the grass where we used to read at Centennial Park," which is from Invisible String. And I thought, how perfect is that for like the first lyric, because it not only involves the color green, but it involves, you know, reading. Like, hello, freaking amazing. But anyways, some of the green books that I have on my TBR for this readathon include this book called Small Game. This is like a literary fiction thriller suspense kind of book that I've just been hearing nothing but great things about so far, and it's a survival reality show gone wrong that leaves a group of strangers stranded in the northern wilds, like out in the wilderness. A reality show gone wrong, like that just sounds like something I would love to read. And the audiobook is only 7 hours long, so I feel like this would be pretty good and short to read for, you know, such a quick little readathon. I'm also hoping to read Killing Stalking because we've got a green, you know, green little jacket here on the cover, and this is it's a Korean manhwa. It's like manga, but it's manhwa, I believe is how you pronounce it. And this is one that I've heard so many things about from my friends. I keep hearing people saying they think I'm not gonna like this because it's apparently very, very dark. Like very, very, very dark. I think I'm gonna be reading this on my Patreon reading sprints and like, you know, live reacting to it, which should be pretty fun. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm also very excited. But I think this would be good to read for a readathon because I feel like it's gonna be a pretty quick read. I do also have the last 3 volumes of Sweat and Soap on my TBR for that readathon because, you know, we do have a green jacket on the cover here, and then this one has like this tiny bit of green right here, and then this last one he has like a bit of green happening here, and there's some green on her skirt. So because all 3 of these have green on the cover, I think I might try to finish the Sweat and Soap series during this readathon. And then I also do have this book called Soulmates that is very green. They're lying on some green grass here, and this one is one that I've been wanting to read for a while. My sister just got me this book for either my birthday or for Christmas, and it's like a young adult romance that just looks super cute and super heartwarming, and so maybe I'm hoping to read this one as well during that readathon. I mean, it's very green, it would be very fitting, and they're actually like laying in some grass like the lyric talks about, so I feel like this might be perfect. But honestly, like I have so many books with green on the cover just like laying around everywhere that like, I don't know, I might, like it might just be a mood reading weekend, you know, like we'll just have to see. I also did mention that this month I'm going to be working on a, you know, secret TBR for the beginning of the month. So I am going to be reading 1984 as well as Kim Jae-young, born 1982 for that. I mean, it's not that secret of a TBR. I feel like if you really know, you can figure it out. You know, my Patreon already knows the theme, but I'm really excited to be working on that first thing. And then I'm also hoping to do another reading vlog this month that's like reading 3 new thrillers or reading some new thrillers. And some books that I'm hoping to include in that vlog would include The Writing Retreat. This is one that I've been excited for a while now, and I've just been like wanting to read it so bad because I've heard such great things from my friends. This one would also really work for the green on the cover though, because wow, very much green happening here. This one I'm excited for because it involves like an exclusive writer's retreat and then like things go to shit, you know, like things go wrong. And it says it's claustrophobic and propulsive thriller exploring the dark side of female friendships and fame. That is my exact favorite tropes usually in thrillers, so I'm really excited to try this one out. I'm thinking also that I might pick up The Golden Spoon because this is one that comes out, I think, yeah, it comes out the first week of April, I think, April 4th. And this is one that I've also been dying to want to read for months now. I've been pushing it off. This one says Only Murders in the Building meets The Maid, which like, what? And it says it's a locked room mystery where someone turns up dead on the set of TV's hottest baking competition. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I'm hoping it's gonna be incredible. I am also hoping to finally get to The Drift by CJ Tudor, which this is the new CJ Tudor that I think it published like last month or before. And this is another one that I've just been dying to get my hands on this book. I've been dying to read it. This one just sounds so interesting because it says 3 ordinary people risk everything for a chance at redemption in this audacious, utterly gripping novel of catastrophe and survival at the end of the world. Like, what do you mean at the end of the world? Like, is this gonna be apocalyptic? Like, I really don't know too much about this book besides that little blurb, but I'm so excited. I love CJ Tudor's writing so much, and I have no doubt that I'm going to love this. I'm also hoping, I don't know if I would include it in that same vlog, but I'm hoping at some point this month to read Off the Deep End by Lucinda Berry. This is one that I've just been hearing such great things about, and Lucinda Berry, you know, she's the same author as The Perfect Child, and I feel like ever since reading that book, I've been so curious to read more of her stuff because I feel like her thrillers are just kind of really like unhinged and chaotic and crazy, and I think this is one of her newer ones. I don't know, it's about this therapist that was a stay-at-home mom, and she crashes her car into an icy lake and her son and another teenage boy plunge into the water with her, but she can only manage to save the wrong one. And then it says 10 months after the accident, she's still trying to deal with the fact that she rescued the wrong kid when that kid suddenly vanishes and goes missing, and she finds herself in the center of like a police investigation. What the heck? It sounds like it's gonna be really interesting and really chaotic, and I just kind of want to read it, so I'm hoping to get to this one this month. And then also I finally got my hands on The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. This is probably like one of my most anticipated romances of this whole year because it sounds so cute. It looks so cute. Are you kidding me? Look at these colors. And this one, the blurb on the back here just says, a shy bookworm enlists her charming neighbor to help her score a date, not knowing he's the obscure author she's been corresponding with. So we have, you know, a book lover protagonist, and then we also have a freaking author as the love interest. I'm so excited. And because they're neighbors, I have a feeling it's gonna be very like close proximity, you know, like a lot of my favorite romance tropes I feel like are gonna show up in this. I mean, like, I don't know for sure. I just have a feeling though that I'm gonna love this. So I'm very excited about it. I've also been having like the strongest urge lately to want to reread Red, White, and Royal Blue. I don't know, like it just randomly came up the other day and I can't get my mind off of it. And so that also might spontaneously happen this month. I don't know. Oh, wow. So these are all of my reading plans for the month of March. I feel like we have a pretty good mix in here of like some thrillery horror type stuff and then, you know, some romance, some young adult. Like I feel like there's a good mix of things in here. I can't wait to get to all of the things, and you'll have to let me know, what are you planning on reading in the month of March? Are you planning on participating in the book troop pick and reading along with us for How to Sell a Haunted House? I'd also love to know if you're planning on participating in my Patreon readathon this month for Screaming Color. I'm so freaking excited for it. I think it's gonna be so much fun. And yeah, that is all of the things. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.